Hello everyone, Bladester128 here, again with another Transformers toy review. This will be the 8th episode? Yeah. And today I have another, well, obviously Transformers review. They were going over another oldie, kind of like, not quite as old as Armada Tidal Wave, but, you know, close enough. Pretty close. And that is Transformers Energon Rodimus. And he transforms into it's some kind of hot rod transport truck or something. I mean, yeah, it's a truck, obviously. But it's also got this little setup on the back, which kind of looks like, I don't know, boosters or something. Make it look like a hot rod. And it's got this, which I cannot remember the name of again, just like in the last video. What is it? Again, okay, you know what? Doesn't matter. It is there. I can't remember the name of it. I have to figure it out. It is kind of bugging me. But anyway, onwards with the review. And yeah, it's actually a pretty neat looking vehicle mode. Like, it's not something you'd really see nowadays with Transformers figures, unless it was something with if High Moon ever came out with a new Cybertron game, which they really should, because Dark Spark was kind of like maybe the third. Like, we had War of Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, and then like, what do we get next? Dark Spark. No, that wasn't really a third Cybertron game. We should get a new one. It should be like Exodus from Cybertron or whatever. Ugh. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. Stay focused. I gotta stay like the camera and stay focused. Okay, of course. Just get on with the view. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, you wouldn't see something like this nowadays with most Transformer figures. But with like the Armada and the Energon stuff, they were like Earth-based vehicles, but they had but they didn't really look like a lot of like real vehicles. But they were still all really cool. In fact, the Armada line was one of my favorites. And Energon, I wasn't a big fan of the TV series. I mean, it was okay for the first few episodes. It was getting good, and then it got weird, to say the least. But the toys themselves were pretty cool, too, if I say so myself. And I was able to read a couple of the comics. They were pretty good, too. And the Armada comics were also awesome. But anyway, yeah. And as you can see, he's actually got some nice little details from. I mean, you can't really see anything from his robot mode. I mean, if you look under, it's kind of blank. I mean, you don't really see anything. Like, obviously, his shoulder pads are right here, but just looking at them, you wouldn't think they were just shoulder pads. But you can kind of see his legs, but no deal breaker. I mean, it's an Energon toy. I mean, they weren't made to be super realistic. They were made to be fun, and that's what all toys should be, is fun, fun, fun. But anyway, if you look at the front here, and of course my figure splits a little in the middle, because he's, like I said, he's old, so some of the things don't exactly stick together the best. But he got a nice grill and some headlights, and a windshield, glass, window, whatever. It's got a nice little gold paint job here. And if you look, he's got smokestacks and more windows on the side. Little Energon Autobot symbol right there. He's got some pipes in the back, or tubes, or whatever they are. And like I said, these are boosters, so like, I don't know if you ever want to do a flash motion or no, flash motion, stop motion thing. You pretend like he's driving along, and then flames come out. It gets a burst. But yeah, even like he does roll, not the greatest, but you know, nice enough. And he's got his little Energon star port right there, which I don't currently have an Energon star of any kind at the moment. I think I only ever had a couple anyway, and they were all Decepticon ones. But yeah, look, even on the top right here, or in between here, he's got some nice details on him. He's got like just some vents for, I don't know, fuel injection or cooling or whatever it is. Yeah, even got a little minicon port on the top. Because, you know, it was right after Armada, so there was still some minicons hanging about. He's got another little thing on the side here, which can actually be used for something, and that is to store his gun in vehicle mode. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the missile for this thing because it does fire. I have no idea where it went. Small stuff like that tends to disappear somehow. You know, it's like socks in the dryer. You don't know where they went. They just disappeared. Off into the void. But yeah. There, you can just plug it in the side. Right there. And he's got a little gun on the side. It's vehicle mode. But yeah. And that about covers it for vehicle mode. So let's get on to transformation so we can see the robot mode. And to start off, what you're going to do is come right here and just pull this section up like that. And that looks really weird. Imagine driving around like this. Huh? What was that? I don't know. It looks like some kind of weird head or something. I don't know. But anyway, after that, I want to come here and pull the front section up right here. And then, no, keep that up. Come back here and take the heel supports, bring them out, just bring them down. And it's been a while since I've seen the instructions, so in these side panels, they can either come up like that, or you can bring it around the bottom right here. I like to bring them around the bottom just because it fills in a gap, kind of, so you don't really see the bottom feet. But while you're doing that, you're going to bring the feet up like that. And then you're just going to bring this up the rest of the way. Bring it down and split them. And that'll be your legs done. And next you're just going to take this little panel, flip it around like this. And you're going to want to come back here, split this. Oh, there's his head. Bring those around like that. Bring these down. Bring those down and flip out the hands. And you can rotate these around too, just so they're a little more out of the way. And same thing on the other side. Flip those around, bring that around. And then finally we get the head reveal, which just flips over. And there is Energon Rodimus in his robot mode. And he's actually pretty cool looking. Like, his legs are a little bulky in some areas, but he's just cool nonetheless. And if you get in close on the head sculpt, come on, focus. We were talking about this earlier. Oh, come on. Need you to focus. You can do it. All right, let's bring it back a bit. Maybe that'll... There we go. Yeah, it's actually a really nice head sculpt, too. I mean, paint-wise, there's not a lot other than the face, but it is cool nonetheless. And, you know, it's a product of its time, so there's like... I don't remember a lot of Energon or Unicron Trilogy figures at that having light piping, except maybe some of the Cybertron ones. He's got his nice little Autobot symbol right there. And one thing I like to do to pretend with this guy is pretend like these wheels on his shoulders are like little mini guns or Gatling guns, and like these little holes where the like bolts come out are like, yeah, for fun. Because if you're gonna have toys, you gotta have them for fun. Like, you can collect them too, but have fun with them. And also bring his gun, but neither hand, and they can hold it. And it's like, freeze, Decepticons! You ain't getting past me. And it's like, oh, you're a flyer. Never mind. And another little thing I like to do sometimes is just flip the hands back into their vehicle mode-ish thing. Maybe just turn them to the side a bit. Is pretend he's got like flamethrowers built into him. It's like, marshmallows are done. Oh my god. Some toasted marshmallows. That'd be really good right now. Do I have marshmallows? Yes, I have marshmallows. I do. Articulation-wise, his arms are on a ball joint, so they move around quite a bit. And so are the shoulders, but they can't go up, just like straight up. You kind of have to do this if you want to get them up like that. And he's like, whoa, that stinks. Whoa. Yeah. What else? His head does have a little bit of motion to it, because it is on a ball joint, but it is on like a thin part right here. If you just lift it up, and he's got a lot more movement this way. But if you have it in robot mode like that, that just looks... You might as well start calling him Giraffetron. Or something like Giraffe X, or something with giraffe. Because he's got a long neck. And for the legs, they're on ratchet joints. The knees do bend really good. You got more than 90 degrees, and that's also because of transformation. And you can bring the legs straight out, but you have to lift this panel right here. And you also got to clear this part right here because it'll interfere here. Hey, hold on. Maybe I can do something with this. There, he's doing like a little jig you see in movies sometimes, like, oi, 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 that kind of thing. Can't believe I never realized that before. But yeah, that's basically it for articulation, and as you can see all the details in the robot mode. But he is an Energon toy, so there is another mode to him, which is his combine mode or power links mode. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. What you're gonna do is come back here, and you're just gonna, if this will work, bend him in half, just like that. We're gonna start off with the feet first, and then you're just gonna come around, put those down, and I'm not gonna do it just because I'm trying to make the video a little bit shorter. But you're also supposed to flip the hands around to the vehicle mode thing again and that kind of stuff. That's his leg mode, basically. You just put another Energon Autobot on top that's compatible. I don't have any here with me though, but imagine it in your heads. But yeah, and to get to his head design, or so he's on top, giggity. Just gonna flip it around, bring the legs down, flip in the heel supports, rotate these around again, just kind of bring that down like that. And you can close these parts if you want. I usually leave them open. You come around and flip the hands around. Gotcha, now. I said I wouldn't, but now I am. Let's bring them down like that. And pretend he's got little blasters on his shoulder. Then you're going to take his head, bring it up like that, rotate it around on its ball joint, and make sure that's at a 90-degree bend right there. And that is what he'd be in his top mode. And he's got big hands that you can store his gun into. Not the most articulate mode, but you know, looks cool enough. And that's kind of what the Power Links modes were for, is just mainly to look cool. Although some figures, when they combine together, they actually had some decent articulation, like Downshift and I can't remember his name. He turned into a van, but it was a two-part. He was a parts former, but it was like he split his robot. He had the bottom of his van became like a surfboard or whatever, or a base. And the top part of the van became the robot. I can't remember his name. Anyway, that is top part combined mode, and as per usual, for the end of the video, gonna transform him back into his robot mode, and just to put him in a cool pose to end off the video. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sorry for my music if you don't like it. And let's get you in a cool looking pose, or as best as we can get. Now that looks kind of odd, I'll admit, but I think that's the best we're gonna do. So like maybe we turn it a bit. Kind of looks like he's dancing. Hold on. Okay, that's better. But yeah, that is Energon Rodimus. And actually, before I end the video, I feel I should mention something. Ow. Is that, I can't believe I've never mentioned this before, is that down in the description I put links to other videos that do like reviews of the figures that I've made in the video. And it's not done, it's done by, the reviews are done by other people, obviously. But you know, they're just there in case like maybe I missed something, or if you just want a different opinion on the figure, they're just there for you if you want to watch them. And they're, like I said, they're down in the description, and it'll show like whose channel it is, and like give the links to the video. It's there if you want to check it out. But yeah, that concludes this review. And I want to say thank you. Like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you want to do. And yeah, once again, thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.